Hey guys, it's me, Veles-Sage. Today, I am going to be talking about the upcoming season of Lucifer, and in particular, the surprise character introduced in the trailer, Michael. I will go over how he is different from his comic counterpart, and what he could bring to the show. First, for any of you not familiar with the series, let me explain. The show is based on the Vertigo comic of the same name, which is a spin-off of Neil Gaiman's Sandman series. The premise for both is the devil gives up his throne in hell. For in the comics is because he realizes he's doing what his father wants, while in the show he simply grows bored and comes to Earth to have fun. Now, while I love the comics, I was highly skeptical of the show when it was announced, as there were some major differences. But though it does differ greatly from the source, I do enjoy the show and was happy when Netflix picked it up after it was dropped by Fox. With Season 5 coming soon, the trailer revealed what to expect, and boy was it a surprise. So by the end of Season 4, Lucifer returns to hell to keep the demons in line. Chloe takes his absence hard, but without explanation he seems to return out of the blue. Or does he? It is revealed he is actually Lucifer's twin brother Michael. Yes, Michael is in the Archangel. Apparently Michael has come to steal and ruin Lucifer's life while Lucifer is down in hell. But Lucifer catches wind of this and will at some point return to put his brother back in place. Since they are identical twins, Michael will be played by Tom Elis, the same guy who plays Lucifer. Now before I continue with this version, let me talk more about his comic counterpart. In the comics, Michael is Lucifer's twin. He is a perfect foil to his brother. Whereas Lucifer is chaotic and a rebel, Michael is more conformist and is a dutiful son who follows his father's orders without question. Michael is a lot more kind and empathetic than his brother, showing more care for the lives of others. He also has the power given by his father called the Dunamis Demiurgos, a powerful energy which allows Michael to create matter from nothing. The only limit is he cannot shape what he creates. Only Lucifer is capable of doing that. If Michael was to die, that power would be released and would wipe out all of creation. In the comics, Lucifer took Michael to the void, and upon his death was able to use the material made by the Demiurgos' power to make his own multiverse. So basically, he is the literal power of the Big Bang. Michael was also able to use his power to incinerate two angels and used it to slow down the decay of the universe when his father left creation. He's said to be his brother's equal in power, with only their father outclassing them both. Michael is a force for good in the comics, but on the show, well, that is a different matter. We don't know much about Michael, save for what was revealed in the trailer. He was mentioned in passing in Season 4, when Linda was trying to figure out a name for her newborn son. She suggested the name Michael, but Amenadiel, the father, showed a strong aversion to that name, suggesting he had a negative view of Michael. Another difference is the fact that Lucifer had white wings and speaks with a British accent. Michael has pure black wings and has an American accent. We know he's going to be the antagonist of the season, but why does he want his brother's life, and what power will he possess? One of the changes the show made is to Lucifer's abilities. In the comics, only his father exceeds him in power, while Michael is his equal. The show, however, greatly reduced his power level, granting him the ability to get people to confess their deepest desires. He uses this to help Chloe in her work as a detective, as well as using it to help people indulge in what they want and make deals and collect favors. Amenadiel used to be able to slow down time, allowing him to speak with Lucifer in public without being seen, or unknowingly assist Lucifer in plucking a bullet out of thin air. Uriel could read patterns or predict the consequences of their outcomes, allowing him to fight both Maz and Lucifer. Azrael could render herself invisible to mortals and choose who could see her, which helped her communicate with El without being seen. And Ramiel has the power to track other celestial beings, as she sensed Charlie when he was born, but assumed it was Lucifer's child due to her brother's promiscuous nature. Other angels like Gabriel and Castiel have been mentioned, but they have yet to make an appearance, but will surely have gifts as well. Obviously, they will be powering Michael down. The question is, what will his power be? For me, I feel like since he's Lucifer's twin and apparently his opposite, his powers will be similar to Lucifer's, only instead of making people confess their desires, Michael can force them to act on them, no matter how minor or wicked they are. This makes sense, as he did say in the trailer he was there to not only to take Lucifer's life, but ruin it, and being able to force Lucifer's friends and loved ones to indulge in their darkest desires would definitely be a way to tear Lucifer's life up. This is just a guess though, and we will have to wait to see when Season 5 premieres. Both Lucifer and Michael are vastly different from their comic versions. While this version of Lucifer can be violent, especially to people he feels deserves it, he is shown to be resentful of the evil image humanity has placed on him, also viewing himself as a monster. Angels in the show can be affected by how they view themselves. After Season 1, Amenadiel began to lose his wings and powers, and Lucifer somehow regained his white wings. Amenadiel eventually realized Lucifer viewed himself as a monster, and thus his devil form reflected this. But his time with Chloe made him feel less like a monster, so he regained his wings and lost his devil face, while Amenadiel felt guilt for his actions in Season 1 and felt like he didn't deserve to be an angel. We could see something similar with Michael. While Lucifer sees himself as a monster, but in truth is actually a good person, Michael might see himself as a good person, but in truth is a monster who hurts people who do not deserve it. Once again, this is speculation. I am really excited for Season 5. Though there are some things I wish they didn't change, I do enjoy the character development and the lore they use from the comics or add to the show, and can't wait to see what Michael brings and the drama he's going to cause for everyone. And with that, I will end the video. What do you guys think? Do you watch it? Have you ever read the comics? If so, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This is Veles-Sage. Peace and blessings to you all.